Hi guys, I'm here just hanging out actually with my kiddo. Say hi, Larissa.
Hey.
So Larissa's here with me where it's after hours. I'm done for the day, but what I am here to do is to show you all the new Luxio Collection. I'm super excited. Sometimes I actually am able to get swatches with these, but this time I didn't. So I'm just gonna swatch these live for you so you guys can see. And also I wanna show you a couple of comparisons to some of the other colors that we have. So it's really hard, especially when you have a new collection, to be able to tell, okay, I have this color, is this similar? Am I getting something that's too close? Or trying to figure out what it is that makes it different. So this is the 600 by 800 just buffer, and this will, Larissa just found my swatches. Ta-da! So I'm not going to show you those. We're going to do it anyway. I had a huge shipment come in, and so I didn't even know that they were there. We were going through a million boxes. So everyone's shipments went out today. So if you did pre-order these, they are going out. Now I do want to preface that if you are out of my area, you may not have these yet. I am lucky enough to be only 2 hours from Accents, and so I'm able to get these pretty darn quickly. So if you're out of the area and you've pre-ordered these from your distributor, just wait, they're coming. The official launch isn't for a couple of weeks, I believe, because it goes all over the world. So don't freak out, yours is on its way. But if you ordered from me, it's on your way now. Some of you will have it tomorrow because I know you're up here in the Northwest. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one, which is Aficionado. Now, I had to figure out how to spell this because I don't know how many of you know how to spell Aficionado, but I did not. So I had to go and figure out how to spell that. All right, this is a very long-awaited color for me because in the fall and winter, I do a lot of Rich Espresso. Rich Espresso is the dark, very, very, very dark brown from the Luxio Collection, and people love it. So I am very often doing basically this color, but in the Options Collection. Now, I would say it's probably a shade lighter, to be honest, than Rich Espresso. Rich Espresso is almost black. It's really hard to discern whether it's black or not. This one definitely still has a little bit of brown to it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put this in the light. And while that's in, I'm just going to show you really quick. This is Rich Espresso compared to cocoa. Let me get some on my brush because my cocoa's almost gone. All right. So Rich Espresso compared to cocoa. So you can definitely see a big color difference. Rich Espresso is quite a bit darker. So if you're looking for a nice, rich, dark brown, your clients are going to love this. And I do a ton of Rich Espresso in the fall because they like the dark, 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 almost black brown. So this is your color. All right, let's go to the next one. What shall it be? All right, let's do Composed. We're gonna go alphabetical. That's boring. All right, Composed. Now this is a pretty exciting color because this is a beautiful steely blue gray. I know that this one is gonna be really popular. I tried to grab a color that we have similar to it, but to be honest, there isn't one. Not in either Luxio or Options. It's just this beautiful, beautiful gray. Now to compare it with Sterling, see the vast difference? Sterling is way darker. So you've got this really nice, light, kind of dove gray blue color with your Composed. So really pretty. And some people are probably worried if you deal with a lot of gel polish in a bottle that's mixed with solvent polish, like nail polish, and it's not 100% gel, you probably look at how much I'm putting on there and freak out. But with Luxio, you do not have to worry about it because it's going to cure completely, perfectly fine every time. So there is the dark brown. Left a little tiny bit on my plate. That's okay. All right, so that's Composed. I mean, if you compare it, I would say to L, because L was our extremely popular color that came out this spring. It's so different. Look at how L is. L is much lighter, much purplier, and Composed is much more gray. So you can see there's quite a bit of difference. It's a nice, really nice, beautiful light gray. I do a lot of clients that will do that kind of ombre where they start with white and they go to black, and so we do a couple different grays. So I'm pretty excited about this because this sterling and shadow are going to be perfect for that effect. So, all right, I'm going to move on. I'm going to mix it up. Instead of going alphabetical, we're going to go to Relentless. All right, so Relentless is another one where I could show you another color similar to it, but we don't have one. So this is a beautiful fall kind of maple color. Well, it might be similar to maple. We have one in the options colors called Maple Raw Sienna. No, even Raw Sienna is a little bit different. Here's the Raw Sienna, and the Relentless has quite a bit more red to it. So definitely not anything that we have that's really close to this. This is a really pretty warm kind of, if someone doesn't want to go quite red, if they don't want to go quite brown, this is a really nice in-between color. Really pretty. Gorgeous, nothing else like it. And you know what I would do with this? I would probably do the Gold Effects top coat on this quite often, or the copper. The gold and the copper effects, and if I think about it at the end of this, I'm going to show you real quick what that looks like. I just want to do one good coat because I don't want to have to do two. I'm going to do a Gold Effects top coat and the copper on that so I can show you guys what that looks like. Oh, I did not cure my Composed very well. I'm going to repaint that one really quickly because I went to go rub it and it was not cured because I did not cure it well. Sorry about that. I'm going to just do real quick. I'm probably going to grab the swatches that are already done for top coating that one. Okay. So I'm going to go to Prim. Prim is, I would say, let me grab Bossy. I think it's over in the pedicure area. Bossy, Bossy, Bossy. Where is it? I would say this is a darker version of Bossy. And Bossy was in the spring collection and it was really popular. Tons and tons of people have picked it up, and I do it, I would say, if not every day, probably every other day still. It's been an incredibly popular color. So this isn't quite nude. Let me see if I can grab something that is a little bit similar. Well, Bossy is quite a bit more pink. Let's see if I can pick this up without hurting it. It's quite a bit more pink than our Prim. I don't even know if there is anything else that would be similar. Grabbing these, definitely none of those. Maybe it's a lighter version of Charmed. Charmed is popular. I did that today on someone with a really pretty glitter fade with silver. But if you can see, they kind of have the same tone to them, where it's a neutral base. Hi, Carrie. But it's definitely, it's not too pink, not too brown, but it's definitely a lighter version, I would say, of Charmed. A much lighter version, obviously, but I think it has that little hint of purple to it, but not much. If I hold it up against any of our nudes, the purple really goes, you can really see the purple. So I think this is probably gonna be closest to Charmed, just a much lighter version. Hello, Michelle. All right, so there's the little bump. I bumped that one. All right, so that was Prim. We are gonna go to Prerogative. Now, Prerogative is a little bit tricky. When I first thought, oh my gosh, another red, because how many reds can we have? But really, we do red a lot, especially in the fall and the winter. So they did come up with a nice new red that is actually quite different, which makes me happy because you do have clients that go, I don't know, that's too blue, that's too orange. Let me think. Okay, yeah, this is definitely different. All right, so I'm going to show you how this is prerogative, and I'm going to show you how this compares with Classy. Classy is much darker, much darker. So you think, okay, well, let's compare it to Vintage, because Vintage is much brighter. So Vintage is much more orange. Do you see that? So your prerogative is going to be a blue-red that's brighter. So it's going to be similar for those clients that like Vintage, but they want a little bit more blue. That's prerogative. All right, last one. Vigilant. Okay, so I'm really excited about this because I'm a purple freak. I wear purple a lot. And I love Purple Smoke and Purple Dusk from the Options collection, but we haven't had anything like that in Luxio, and we do now. So we have a very dark, well, not super dark, but a darker dusky purple. So if you compare this to any of our other purples, as far as like a lavender goes, it's quite a bit darker. So I'm going to show you. I'll grab Precious. So Purple Smoke. So if you were to compare this to Precious, for instance, which is our lavender that I think is kind of a similar tone. Well, no, lavender, it's almost so much brighter. But see the difference? You've got a beautiful dark smoky purple with this Vigilant. And let's see what else I can grab. If you want to compare this to Darling, which is one of our kind of periwinkle colors, much darker, a little bit smokier. Super pretty. Okay, so that's going to be Vigilant. And like I said, I'm really excited about that one because I do love those colors. So what I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to show you on Relentless. I'm going to grab my copper and my silver effects top coats because with fall coming, this is going to be a super popular look. And I want to show you just the difference between the copper and the silver. And it's very subtle, but you will have some clients that definitely will prefer one over the other. So this is copper, super pretty. Okay, do you see that shimmer? And if you don't know what our effects top coats are, they are top coat, so you don't have to do another layer. It is the top coat, but they have a shimmer to it that changes the color. So most of Luxio colors, they're almost all, I'm not gonna say all, but they are almost all creams. And the reason is because you can really customize every single one of them with 6 different shimmers. So that's the gold. So you can see the difference here. You have, go away. Okay, sorry, I was trying to focus. So this is the gold, and this is the bronze. So you have 2 different effects with this. This is quite a bit brighter, and this just gives you a little bit of shimmer, but it's very fall. The first dark one, absolutely. So Wendy wanted to see the first dark one again. This is Aficionado. This is our very dark brown. And if you compare it with, say, black, let's see, let's grab some black. So this is Nightfall, which is very black, and this is Aficionado. So they're very similar in the sense, let me move that out of the way, in the sense that they're both dark, but it's definitely more brown with the Aficionado. Super dark though. So for those clients that want to go really dark, almost black, but they want to keep it chocolate, that would be this one. So really excited about this. I know this is one that I'm going to use often. And this would be another one that would be really pretty with the gold and the copper. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what this looks like with the gold and copper. Because with fall coming, I do a lot more of the effects. People get a little bit more daring, but they don't want quite as much of the chunky glitter. So this is what the effects looks like. So that's the copper, and this is the gold. So that's on the Aficionado. And that is the top coat. So all you have to do is just put it in the light and cure it, wipe it, and you're good to go. So I'm going to just put these back out here. Of course, these ones now have the top coat in it. Oh, I messed up that one on the way in the light. Sorry. All right, guys, I hope that helps with your new unboxing. They are available for a limited time in these darling little minis. They're so cute. So you can get the mini kit. I believe they're $55.95. And you can also get them in the regular size as well. So I'm super excited about this one. This one's gonna be really pretty. I'm tempted to like just redo my nails in this one. So if you wanted to see the difference, that is that's the new Vigilant against Fanfare. This is Fanfare. So that was fun. All right. Is Shine On a top hard gel or a soak off? Shine On is technically a soak off gel. However, with most of our top coats, you do need to buff the shine really well off because it's so shiny that your acetone or your soak off solution is not going to penetrate really well. So go ahead and remove that shine and then you can soak off. So hope that answers that question. Thanks guys for joining me and enjoy your new fall collection. Yay! Bye guys, see you later.